What does it mean? What does it mean to be accountable? What does it mean to be held accountable? What is it when companies like Microsoft refuse to publicly release the details of their supposed profit margins on massive public services like cloud? Why would they sit on those numbers until 2024? How come Michael Polzin has gone on publicly to say Microsoft has scammed and cheated the world? They lied about the profitability. They lied about the cost savings. They lied about the operational security of cloud services. And they got us addicted to it. They shoved the Ponzi scheme down our throats so hard, we believed it. We believed deploying cloud was making us better. We believed deploying cloud was saving us money. Track the receipts. They lied before it was even cloud services, before it was even Office 365. America's cloud services deployed it as Business Productivity Office Suite. Let's go back and look at who deployed Business Productivity Office Suite for CNN Turner Broadcasting. Let's have an open and honest and true conversation about the lies Microsoft and CNN, one of the world's largest news organizations, supposedly free press, supposedly free press, but Microsoft and Steve Ballmer were openly hell-bent on crushing Linux open source. They didn't want any risk to the desktop. Lose the desktop, lose the business, they said. Steve Ballmer screamed it on stage like a megalomaniac high on cocaine. He screamed it on stage like a megalomaniac high on cocaine. Brothers and sisters, you think my emotions run high sometimes and I get a little loud? This man was the whitest gorilla I ever saw jumping around like Donkey Kong. Conference after conference, authorizing the hanging, authorizing the lynching of Linux effigies, penguins, big blow-up penguins, hanging and swinging from nooses in the Microsoft office. What do swinging penguins have to do with Microsoft scamming the world and CNN Turner Broadcasting, Michael Polzin, and finding your inner peace? Well, let's walk it back, fam. Part of my deep-rooted trauma comes from literally standing in the room when Microsoft said, yeah, it's not going to work. And I said, I've been telling you this for a while. You're not operationally ready to push this product out into the world this way. You don't have the security, you don't have the support, you don't have the monitoring or the observability. These are what architects do. They look at services and they ensure that they're ready and mature for the world to use them safely. Regenerative architects make sure that we build things that not only will run, but will continue to run themselves and regenerate value and opportunity perpetually. That's what a regenerative architect does. But when you're evil and devilish, like the systems that Microsoft runs, you lie. You lie and you do what they did. You bribe. You take money, cash, I believe it was about $350,000, and then the Microsoft sales executive goes to the CNN executive and says, hey, CEO, we know our guy and your CFO say this shouldn't be deployed, it's not ready yet, but look, we got to move these numbers. We got to move these numbers, man. And so what did they do? They said, Microsoft said, hey, CNN Turner Broadcasting, if you don't turn on the licenses, if you don't turn on the seats, then we won't honor your enterprise software agreement for next year. And we can't promise what your new price will be. Microsoft extorted CNN Turner Broadcasting, gave them $350,000 in cash in the form of USB link headsets, outright blatant bribe, at a time that the whole world was holding their breath to see the experts, the architects like Michael Polzin, say yes or no. Was this technology ready? And we said no in spades. And they pushed the lie, they turned down the licenses, and we couldn't deploy email boxes for months. And even after we deployed the first several rounds of inboxes, email boxes, messaging, group messaging, company after company, Newell, Rubbermaid, Jarden Corporation, it went bad. So then they said, hey, Michael, which ones went the worst? We'll just exclude those from the survey results. Hey, Michael, help us cheat the numbers. We're going to bribe CNN Turner Broadcasting. They did that. An open bribe, $350,000 worth of USB link headsets. No, stop. Stop. TB, walk. TB, walk away. TB, walk away. Baby, stop. Baby, walk away without panicking, sweetheart. Just walk calm. Just walk. You're okay, sweetie. She's got to learn to calm too. Thank you so much. Love, I appreciate you. Dogs know. Takes them time, but they know. They know we can be calm on the inside. All right, where are we? So now Microsoft has given CNN $350,000 of USB link headsets, right? And they said, hey, let's just turn on the licenses and we'll report to the world that it's working. Mailboxes weren't migrated, and for the next about year, nothing but problems and failures. So Microsoft said, hey, let's just fix the survey results. We already fixed the numbers. We already fixed the profit margins. Let's just fix the survey results too. And Michael said, Amy Boucher, no. Gene Shope, no. Marty Schachman, no. Sean Lavelle, no. Kelly Rogan, no. I won't do this. I won't help you manipulate the survey results for America's cloud services to lie to the world and tell them it's ready to push and deploy. Am I still a Microsoft employee? Am I still a Microsoft employee? No. Why do you think that is? What's the one reason Michael Polson's not still a Microsoft employee? What's the reason that Microsoft held their numbers until 2024? Why did they hold their numbers until 2024? Cloud wasn't ever profitable. AI isn't profitable. They're burning your planet and stealing your farmland for their data centers because they're so confused by their own greed. They think they eat money for breakfast. They think food grows on an ATM. Peace and love for all brothers and sisters. Find your inner peace that's in there. Pull it up and then be loud and proud.